These are the top 5 games that we think deserve remakes. Resident Evil 4. The Resident Evil franchise has been blessed with its fair share of remakes and remasters. However, the RE2 and RE3 remakes stood out above the rest. The remakes feel new because of the beautiful cutscenes and huge change in visuals, but the good old RE feel is still present in the controls and the game's difficulty. If Capcom could do something like this for RE4, it would be incredible. RE4 was already scary, a remake would make it even scarier. You'd have to see the sick mutations caused by the Plagas and current gen graphics. Also, for those who only heard the stories of RE4 being one of the scariest RE games, a remake would be a perfect chance for those who only heard the legends to experience the horror themselves. With RE2 and RE3 getting superb remakes, we think it's only a matter of time until RE4 gets its remake. Let's hope it comes out in 2022, like rumors have suggested. Crysis Core, Final Fantasy VII. Okay, a remake for this game is long overdue. Crysis Core was a PSP game that covered what happened before Final Fantasy VII. In the game, instead of playing as Cloud, you play as a person that gave him his Buster Sword, Zack. The story was great, and it meshed perfectly with the FF7 story. Why this game has yet to get a remake? No idea. With the FF7 remake out, it would only make sense to also release a remake for its prequel. The game is also blessed with amazing cutscenes, but cursed with outdated graphics since it came out on the PSP. Speaking of the PSP, that's the main reason this game deserves a remake. It's almost impossible to play it now. So now there are millions of unfortunate gamers who will never experience Zack's story. Don't do this to them, Square. Make that remake so everyone could enjoy the greatness that was Crysis Core. The Mass Effect Trilogy. So you guys know how much I hate Mass Effect Andromeda, but before Andromeda, the Mass Effect Trilogy was one of my favorite game series ever. Creating my own story while saving the galaxy was dope, but I think it's time the series gets revisited. Since Andromeda bombed, a remake to the trilogy with extra story elements and more up-to-date graphics would be awesome. The developers can use what they learned from Andromeda and the convoluted ending that happened in Mass Effect 3 to make something even better. Personally, I think this makes more sense than making a sequel to Andromeda. There are still some unanswered questions that we all have regarding the Mass Effect trilogy. So a remake wouldn't only provide us with some good old Mass Effect entertainment, but it could also delve into subjects that were left alone in the old games. I'd be down for that. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Aw, here we go again. So this is a more personal choice since I never got to experience San Andreas as a kid, since my parents actually paid attention to the ESRB rating system. However, after experiencing GTA 5 for the first time years ago and playing through San Andreas years after release, I see the appeal in the games. GTA is just a really fun time. You get thrown into this huge world where you can do pretty much whatever you want, but the heart of the game lies within the characters. San Andreas is some of the funniest dialogue seen in the series. The characters were full of energy, and even though they were pretty much organized polygons, they still felt real thanks to the superb job done by the voice actors. Thinking about how great and lively the dialogue was in GTA 5, I can only imagine how well a GTA San Andreas remake would do. Imagine CJ and the rest of Grove Street on a current gen console, with current gen graphics. And with the remake, Rockstar can add more points to the map or even expand it. San Andreas with a bigger map? Sign me up. Mortal Kombat. But don't ye, Mortal Kombat already got a remake. Yes, you're right, Mortal Kombat 9 was the first remake in the franchise. However, MK11 just opened the door to another possible remake, and this one could be even better than MK9. Spoiler alert, but the MK11 story ends with Kronika resetting the timeline, which means the whole cast except for Liu Kang and Kitana pretty much don't exist anymore. This is the perfect chance for creating another remake for the first Mortal Kombat tournament. They could use a completely different cast of characters, or use the same cast with different backstories. Maybe Raiden is actually from Netherrealm now. Maybe Johnny Cage went evil and became the equivalent of Kano. The possibilities are endless for a remake like this. Hopefully, whenever the next Mortal Kombat comes out, we get something like this. Those are the games that we think deserve a remake. If a remake you wanted wasn't on the list, let us know in the comments below. This is the Black Macedonchi signing off.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a gameologist, click down here to subscribe. If you want to see more episodes, click on the video on the left. And for more shows, click on the right. Sounds easy, right? See you next time. Bye!